Yo, what's going on, YouTubers? It's Omen from Uppity Gaming, and this is probably the 5th or 6th video attempt at trying to get this video up. It's really becoming an issue. I don't understand what's going on with these programs. I do apologize for not having the full live video and not having it early, of course. But we just have been having a lot of program issues. I've been trying to get new programs to help out our situation, and I got one, and all of a sudden we have more problems. But I'm hoping to fix that problem so future videos doesn't have that issue again. But you already know what today is, Weighted Wednesday. Pokemon 485 and up in weight. That just allows Pokemon like Mantine and Camerupt. Legendaries are scaled down to level 90 because they're legendaries. Low kick is banned. Tyranitar is not allowed because Tyranitar does not meet the Mega Tyranitar is not allowed because Tyranitar doesn't meet the weight requirements. So therefore it's not right to just allow Mega Tyranitar, even because it doesn't, regular Tyranitar doesn't meet the requirement. And Grass Knot is also banned along with low kick. Arceus is not banned, but he's like unwritten banned. Like, it's just something that we just say, don't bring an Arceus unless you want to be a complete dick, in which case I might bring Arceus sometime soon. But as we always say, rules will be posted in the description box below. I'm just gonna wing this battle through, and I'm gonna discuss our sets as I go through the commentary and everything. So pay close attention to all the words that I say. And I'm really getting tired of doing these videos over and over again. But let me get the battle started. Alright, so I decided to lead off with my Zekrom because it's Choice Scarf, and I figured I could probably, take out something or do damage. But for what the many battles we did before, I realized that his Reshiram was also Choice Scarf, so I decided to switch out there. And would switch out to my special defensive tank, Lapras, who has the Assault Vest and could easily just destroy this thing. So he realized I can't do anything to my Lapras, so he switches out to his Glalie. I go for another Hydro Pump, but missed. That Hydro Pump probably would have been very crucial in the battle too. I switched to my Dialga because his Glalie is Choice Specs, and last time he did the switcheroo and gave one of my Pokemon a Choice Specs, so I decided to switch to my Dialga, which is also Choice Specs. And then I switched out again because the Ice Beam did way too much damage. So then he brings out his Gyarados, Mega Evolves it, decides to go for a Dragon Dance. I really don't have much to do here, so I just go for a Thunderbolt, and I actually get the crucial Parahex, which kind of makes his Gyarados utterly useless. Switch out to my Torterra because it pretty much walls this thing, and he's got nothing left to do, so he switches out to his Steelix, probably because he knows I'm gonna set up Stealth Rock, and he didn't want to mess up his Steelix's sturdy. So then I switch back to my Dialga, and he sets up his own Stealth Rock. I go for the Aura Sphere here, try to take it out, but it does have sturdy, which is kind of a problem because I did need my Dialga, and he just goes for the Earthquake. I do believe his Steelix was max attack, and it had the Gyro Ball, and that would have done a lot of damage to a good amount of Pokemon on my team. Bring out my Regigigas, who has leftovers, Substitute, Drain Punch, Return, and Rock Polish. Rock Polish just to get back, normal speed and everything. Went for a Substitute, but he probably just stayed in, just tried to predict what I was going to do. And so I just decided to Drain Punch him there. He brings out his Cobalion, whatever you pronounce his goddamn thing's name. I realized my Torterra pretty much walls everything this thing could throw at it, unless it has HP Ice, but it does not. So that's why I switch it in. And lo and behold, he is pretty much forced to switch out here, and brings out his Glalie. I just decided to go for the Leech Seed because I know I could get a seed on something since he has no grass types or anything. Obviously I don't want to take an Ice Beam from this goddamn Glalie, so I switch back in my Regigigas in case he does decide to do that switcheroo thing again. He does go for Ice Beam, gets a crit. Not sure if the crit mattered, but either way, Regigigas wasn't doing much to him anyways. Switch back on my Lapras, and then he goes to his Gyarados, probably just wanting to sack it at this point, or probably figuring that he had nothing that wanted to take a Hydro Pump. So then I go for Thunderbolt, and then take out his Gyarados. So then he brings out his Reshiram, and I knew the Draco Meter from before was a crit, and I did 40%, so I knew this Draco Meter probably wouldn't take me out, so that's why I stayed in. Went for the Hydro Pump, got rid of that Reshiram, so looking good over here. He brings out his Cobalion, and realized Stealth Rock would take out my Lapras anyway, so nothing I can do here, but just stay in and sack it. Bring on my Torterra again. I know switch is pretty much imminent, so I thought he was gonna switch to his Glalie, but he actually stays in and goes for the Flash Cannon, and I was like, crap. That was very important. So I decided to switch back out to my Torterra because I knew the close combat was coming, which, of course, like I said, my Torterra walls. So then he decides to switch here, and then, oh no, wait, he goes for another Flash Cannon, and then I go for another Leech Seed just to sap some more life away from this thing, because this thing is very big problems. It's yeah, it's just very dangerous. It has a lot of super effective moves on my team. Here I went for the Toxic, but his Zygarde did have the Lumberry, but I guess it's a good thing I went for that Toxic because he literally gets confused by the Outrage he decides to go for here. And I think he was predicting the switch to my Zekrom, which is why he went for Outrage and not decided to Dragon Dance up. So then he keeps going for the Outrage. I'm living, go for a Leech Seed here, sap away some life. This Zygarde actually did sweep me in like one of our battles, but it was a level 100 and legendaries have to be scaled to level 90, so that battle was automatically made invalid. Went for Leech Seed here. I realized that I didn't want anyone else on my team to take an Ice Beam, so I had to sack my Torterra, though probably keeping it alive was probably the best bet. Switch back in my Choice Scarfed Zekrom, Red Eyes Black Dragon, go for the Dragon Claw here. I probably should have risked it and just went for the Focus Blast, because if I did that, then I could have Focus Blasted this thing, switch back out to my Rhyperior, and possibly take out that stupid Zygarde. But I switched there, he probably predicted it, went for the Flash Cannon. My Weakness Policy activated, but I didn't get to get up the Rock Polish, which means I couldn't, really do anything there. So I had to send in my Rhyperior to sack him so I could go for the Focus Blast with my Zekrom. So he goes for a Quick Attack, which doesn't do anything, but I go for Focus Blast, which does take it out. And pretty much down to our last Pokemon, our 2 dragons. Only thing that could really help me out here is a crit. Go for Focus Blast, don't get the crit. And goes for Outrage and takes me out. And that's the end of the battle. Zygarde left, basically being the only Pokemon left standing. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I might put some of the sets in the description box. Not sure if I want to do that though, since that's a lot of sets. Hopefully you're following along. If I missed any sets, well, it's not really that important to know our sets. You could probably make an educated guess on what some of our sets are. But hopefully, like I said, in the future we won't have any more issues with our programs. Hopefully I don't have an issue with this video because, like I said, it's the second time I've done it. But yeah, so hopefully this video goes up and everything's good. But stay tuned for tomorrow, which is Thunder Thursday. Hopefully have a very good video for you guys, a live battle that we could hear the funny jokes and quirks that we bring into our videos. So please leave a like and comment if you enjoyed this battle, and remember to subscribe. And until next time, stay uppity, and thank you for watching, gents. Even though it goes the other way around. But yeah, bye.